Hello and welcome to Newsday on the BBC. I'm Rico Hizon in Singapore.
And I'm Kasia Madera in London. Here are the headlines. Greece's debt crisis deepens. Rioters take to the streets of Athens as the Prime Minister struggles to win support for new austerity measures. President Obama defends America's involvement in Libya, rejecting demands by Congress that he needs their approval.
Awaiting the verdict of Indonesia's terror trial, radical Muslim cleric Abu Bakr Bashir is charged with funding militants. By the light of a blood-red moon, sky watchers across 4 continents enjoy a total lunar eclipse. It is 10 a.m. here in Singapore.
And it's 3 a.m. here in London. Broadcasting to viewers in the UK and around the world, this is Newsday. Hello and welcome. Greece is facing a deepening political and economic crisis, with the Socialist Prime Minister announcing he's to form a new government. The development came after a day of tension between police and rioting protesters. They're angry that Yorios Papandreou is trying to push through new austerity measures demanded by the EU and IMF. From Athens, Malcolm Brabant now reports.
Tens of thousands of protesters descended on the Greek parliament, and a violent minority soon turned the square outside into a battlefield. They attacked riot police with petrol bombs and other missiles. The police retaliated with tear gas. Some protesters tried to force their way through to Parliament to stop MPs debating the new austerity measures, but the police managed to hold the line. Tonight, the Prime Minister offered to stand down, but he failed to convince the opposition Conservatives to join a government of national unity.
Today I made new proposals to the leaders of all parties to achieve the necessary national consensus. I clarified that my responsibility has no dependence on my political post.
Mr. Papandreou has been trying to push through spending cuts and tax rises, but protesters say the measures are too harsh.
It's not about me anymore, it's about our children. And I don't see a bright future.
Greece currently has the worst credit rating in the world. Its debt stands at £300 billion. The country is receiving £95 billion as part of a bailout package agreed last May. But now the EU is debating whether to offer a further £39 billion loan. Greece's political turmoil is jeopardizing its future bailout money. Economic analysts believe that the International Monetary Fund and the European Union wanted to see real consensus so that the austerity measures could be forced through. But Mr. Papandreou has failed to achieve that. On the streets, the protesters may have succeeded in crippling one government, but it's doubtful whether they're any closer to throwing off the pain of austerity. Malcolm Brabant, BBC News, Athens.